Hello, good day, everybody, and welcome to another lesson about the concept paper. So today, we're going to have concept paper for English for academic and professional purposes class, and we're going to talk about definition this time. So, we're going to have definition. When it comes to the definition of what a concept paper is, we are going to target the learning for you to be able to define what a concept paper is and so that you will be able to see its meaning. And when you know the meaning of it, then it will be easier for you to do it yourselves. Okay? Now let us have the next slide. Okay, our concept paper definition is coming from Saketon and Ochoko in 2016 there, and also we have the Dufalsa as cited by Sakiton and Uchoka in 2016 as well, and also coming from Wyson. Alright, so how do we define concept paper according to Sakiton and Uchoka? It says that it defines an idea of a concept and it explains its essence in order to clarify the whatness of that idea or concept. So here, you let's have the word whatness. What do we mean by whatness? Anong ibig sabihin o ano ba siya? Yung kaanuhan niya. You i i i i-discuss mo or you're going to make things clear. Paano mo ba maipapaliwanag ang isang bagay lalo pa kung siya ay abstract? What do you mean by abstract? These are the things that you cannot just simply define using the term, the genus, and the differentia. That's because it's hard because you cannot make use of your five senses to identify it. So when you define it, it becomes easier to understand it. Like for example, what are the concepts that are hard to understand that not everybody can have one particular definition about it? Maybe the most famous one would be love, right? So for other people, love is blind. For others, love is sacrificing. For others, love is something to cherish. So it's different from one person to another. And when we have concept paper, you are also establishing your answers for questions like what is it and what about it. Okay? So what is it? Ano ba siya? What about it? Ano ang tungkol sa kanya? So it's like getting to know a person, right? You know who the person is, but what is it or who is it is different from what about him or her. So it's easy for people to judge people, but then when you just answer what is it, it's not enough. And it becomes a better understanding of who the person is when you know who 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 that person is by the things that are related to it. So, pareho lang siya sa concept paper. Mas ma-appreciate mo yung isang concept o mas malilinawan mo yung isang concept kapag alam mo yung mga bagay na tungkol sa kanya. So, by saying that, we have the purposes of a concept paper. So, the first thing is you explain, the next is you clarify, and then you theorize. So, what do you mean by explain? Kung isang bagay ay alam mo na kung ano, you still need to explain it. Kailangan mo pa rin siyang ipaliwanag. Because if you say that the person is, or if you say that something is, it's not ending there. Kailangan i-explain mo pa siya. Like, for example, to a child, if you say that Christmas is the day when Jesus Christ was born, a child would further ask questions like, sino ba si Jesus? Or, pwede pa siya magtanong, ano bang ginagawa kapag Pasko? diba? So, pwede rin, um, when you give the explanation that Christmas is when people are sharing to each other because it's Jesus' birthday, yes, there will still be confusions to the child because especially if the child is not exposed to this kind of celebration. So you need to clarify. So when you say sharing, what does it mean? And then coming from there, you also theorize. When you say you're theorizing, you're basing it on experience. Like, um, if you say that this is Jesus' birthday, or Christmas is Jesus' birthday, or if Christmas is the day when people, or the time when people are sharing, then what then is your theory about Christmas? And maybe you can say that Christmas is a special day for everybody, especially for the Christians, because this is the day when they are exercising their Christianity by sharing what they have to others, especially to those who are in need. So, in that sense, you get to see that it's very important for you to connect the theory to the experience. That is according to Wyson in 2016. There are different ways for you, or there are two ways for you to have your concept paper. First, you may have what we call the deductive. Okay, so you have deductive and you have inductive. When we say deductive, we are referring to um, uh, having the experiences and then you come up with a theory. And when we say inductive, you have your theory first and then you back it up with your experiences. So that way, your explanation becomes stronger, or it becomes valid because you have experiences that are connected to the theory that you are discussing. Okay? So these are the references that we have had in defining what a concept paper is. They're coming from Saketon and Uchoco. So you may check out this book, English for Academic and Professional Purposes, that was printed by Rex Bookstore, and also English for Academic and Professional Purposes by Bibal Group Incorporated and authored by John Darrell Wyson. Thank you so much, everybody, and you may also check out the next video to have a further understanding of um, what a concept paper is and how authors are writing their concept paper. So it's just a capsule discussion as well. Thank you so much, and until next time.